if you're talking about road rage, you're like, damn, bro, fucking. Wonder what should somebody fucking do if they get into an accident? Oh,
do the camera like 1-800-411 pain.
Okay. Look us up, refresh us there. Make sure we live, baby. Okay, there we go. I see us. Let people funnel in here. Say hi. Kat.
What's going on, everybody?
You know, they're here to see you anyways.
Bro. It's you. Well, everybody always loves you. Always caballo.
Hold up. I'm just posting it on Instagram, bro. Give me a second here. And then we're going live with this bitch.
Can't wait for this week's episode, bro. You got so many people on IG showing you so much love. It's good to see. Good fans.
All right, what's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? Say for more. It's a Caballo straight from the horse's mouth, episode 25. Me atoré pa la pinga there. I'm sorry, it's been a mission with the technical issues. I know we're late, but let's get this shit started. I'm here with my co-host, Kat. You already know what time it is. If you don't follow her already, follow her at Kat MXO, right?
Close. Kat
XMO. All right. You already know how we start this shit off, bro. We take your questions and we answer them to the best of our abilities.
Real quick, where are we at, Caballo?
Oh, Baba, you already know we at Only in Day Studios. Holla back. Shout out to Only in Day. Thank you for letting us use the spot.
Shout out.
You already know what time it is. First question. How do you really feel about Pinecrest cyclists? Bro, we touch on this every day. If you see me on Instagram, you know que me cago en la puta madre of all of them. I personally feel a little guilty sometimes because, again, I do bike. I cycle, bro, and I do ride on the street, but I'm not riding on the street like un sabingo with a pack of 20 sabingos, you know, holding up traffic like a motherfucker. But either way, you know how I feel about it. In fact, if you give me a bid, the reason I don't want to touch on it and harp on it anymore is because we're going to have a cop, hopefully, from either MDPD or the city of Coral Gables. We're trying to get him on here so he can give you a legitimate fucking take on what's legal, who's the real dickhead, and how we fucking, you know, learn to live with these assholes.
That's gonna be good information. Really, really good information. So we're gonna start to have people on the podcast as well, right? Getting expert advice from people. So stay tuned, right? We have.
Yeah, Baba, we trying to go legit. We ain't trying to be assholes here on Pogo, you know. Let's go. Next question. How do people date in their late 30s?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
How old are you, Caballo?
I'm 30. I just turned 38 last month.
Okay, so 30s, late 30s. How would you date in Miami?
Bro, listen, I'm the wrong motherfucker to ask right now.
Why, bro?
Because, bro, dating for me, I'm not even, like, at this point, I'm not even interested in fucking dating unless I know that the person's outlook on a relationship aligns with mine perfectly. And I know that that's difficult. I know that you know, narrows the playing field. But I don't give a fuck. I'd rather be single and happy than, you know, not only settle, but working so hard to make things work. Like, I came to a conclusion the other day that, what happened? Yeah, try going on live on Facebook too. I came to the conclusion that I'd rather go on be real picky at first and make sure that our outlooks align at first and then work on the problems from there, as opposed to doing what I've done my whole life, which is,
What is that?
you get with somebody just because, you think there's something there, or just because you want to be with somebody, and then you start working at the problems from after you're already fucking committed.
Damn, you have a negative outlook on relationships, because...
Well, it's not a negative outlook. I'm just very realistic as far as how difficult a relationship is, a real relationship.
Of course it's work. It takes work.
No, it's a literal fucking job.
It is.
Because
It is.
if you're in a real fucking relationship, and I'm not talking about a relationship where
For the
the
night,
person's
for
just
the week.
supporting and you have a trophy wife.
Yeah.
If you have a real relationship where you're building with somebody and you're, it's an everyday. You have to make sure that you're filling your end of the bargain,
Absolutely.
and that you're getting reciprocity, because if the other person is not working at the same rate, it's just a matter of time before everything fucking implodes.
But Caballo, you said something important. I think this question is really good, and it kind of goes into what you're saying as well. Like, you have a list of what you want and what you don't want. What I think that people in their 30s, what people don't do is they don't make that list. And if you don't know what you don't want and what you do want, you'll settle for whatever comes by.
100%.
Right?
And it's funny you mentioned that, because my mother, I even have a joke about this. My last show, I'll probably bring it back for this show. I was like, it's a good bit. But my mother, she tells me, Papa, you gotta throw away the list.
What list?
Your list. Because she knows that I'm
your
a picky
requirements?
motherfucker. Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing.
And I was like, for like a month, I was at odds where I was like, bitch, I'm not throwing away the fucking list. I'm not, I'm not gonna fucking settle just to be in a relationship. I'm not from that old school thought like her. He's gonna be single, baba. If I'm single, and I don't think I will, because it's not like, get the fuck out of here. It's just, I'm not gonna rush into it. But I got so triggered by that I went and asked the therapist. Like,
About what?
I go, yo, is it wrong to have a fucking list up?
No.
Is it wrong? She's like, absolutely not, bro. Like, that's
Right?
exactly
That's
what you
healthy.
want to do.
It's
And again, it's back to what we were talking about, that you weed out the endless, because I think, and that's one thing that tires everybody out here, especially here in Miami. You make these instant connections and you think it's gonna go somewhere because you didn't do the fucking vetting in the first place. And now you have, over the course of 2-3 years, 10, 12 fucking tainted ass relationships that didn't amount to anything, and you thought they were gonna be amazing.
No, bro.
And all that does is make you build more and more fucking
Resentment,
defense
too.
and resentment for relationships in general.
But I think I figured it out. So that question, who was that, by the way? Because you got amazing fans. Shout out to you guys. Who was that?
Chasing sunsets.
Chasing sunsets. Well, I think dating in your 30s is a little bit different from my experience, right? 20s was like, oh my God, let's see what sticks, And the thing in your 30s, what I feel that I've figured out is that not only you have to be conscious with like your own list and have your requirements, but like you have to come to the table as well. Like we were talking about last week, like people want independent people, but they're not coming to the table with being independent. Like you have to be that person for your ideal person. Like you can't be,
Absolutely. You can't ask for more and be less.
I mean, it's always good to reach up, right? Have better relationships, have more things. But like if you're a piece of shit and you're trying to look for, someone who is better than you, like you're going to drag that person down anyways. But also, I figured this out too. In your 30s, like you got to realize relationships are not only like the physical connection. Like obviously physical connection, sex, you're going to instantaneously have that. You're a human being, right? But like you can't base a relationship off that physical attraction. Like you have to connect with that person, whether spiritually, whether in a comedic way, like by your sense of humor. Like there's so many things that you have to connect to before making that decision. Because if you're attracted to that person, it's just a sexual kind of attraction, that shit's gonna fizzle out quick.
Without a doubt.
Quick.
That's without a doubt. That's a great fucking take on that.
And dating in your 30s too, one more thing, be open to where you talk to people. Because I think people are always saying, oh, how do I meet people? The only way is on apps. But like, bro, like next time you go somewhere, grab a cup of coffee, the gym, right?
Yeah, straight up.
Bro, talk to somebody. Just have a conversation and like vibe with someone. There's nothing wrong with that. Dating in your 30s, bro.
Dating in your fucking 30s.
Dating in your 30s.
Coffee shops and gyms, motherfucker.
I mean, where else? I mean, while you're picking up bud, does that...
Trying to date the plug, you think?
No. What if you're at the plug's house and there's another person there and you're like, damn.
Or you're at a dispensary.
Or a dispensary, right?
Yo, damn, that's a fucking...
But does that mean that person doesn't have their shit together?
Yo, dispensary muela.
Dispensary huela, bro.
That's yo, for real. You go to the dispensary, you already know que es una marihuanera.
shit.
You're like, hey, what's up? You want to fucking throw a cipher, cousin?
Wait, it depends on how she's dressed, bro. Because she's got the Chinese slippers or the chancletas, bro. Out.
Pink hair, I'm out. The fucking...
Out.
Yeah, there's a certain criteria at the dispensary, buddy.
Dating in your
The age-old question, does size matter?
Oh, no, we're going with these. Okay.
I mean, not to me, because I ain't sucking a dick. But I think this question's for Kat.
This can actually be applicable to you, okay? Now, I'm sure they call you Caballo for many reasons, right?
Yes,
I'm sure one of the reasons are relating to this question. Now, it depends on you. Have you ever like been with a woman where she's like, yo, this is too much, man. I can't do this. Or like she didn't like it because it was uncomfortable?
Yes.
Okay, so
Una
it is a problem.
americanita.
Ah, bueno, that's different.
Que la partí por el medio.
Yo,
La partí como un lápiz. Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking talk about my dick size, but from my experience, women think it matters. Now, there is constantly the whole, it matters, but once it gets to a certain size, you can do the rest. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, what do you mean you can do the rest?
like if the guy isn't endowed, he isn't well endowed.
Oh, there's other things to take care of. Yeah,
No. Not only that let's say he doesn't have a huge dick, but he has a normal dick that you can just fucking ride the shit out of and make yourself come. That's, I've talked to plenty of girls that it's like, well, it's not, as long as it's like 3 or 4 inches, tú sabes, ahí me lo pongo.
3 or 4.
Yeah, girls have told me that, and I'm like, God damn. I have a friend that because listen, I've seen too many of my friends fucking naked.
Wow. Okay.
I grew up playing sports, so it's not a big thing for me to see a fucking dude with his dick out.
Oh, sure. That's a thing, yeah.
Either way, I've seen my fucking, especially in my early 20s, bro, te estábamos locuras. And
Did you ever, like, compare and shit? Like, damn, bro.
All day.
Okay.
All day. So, I have a boy, I happen to fucking see him. And, buddy, he had una piquita chiquita.
Oh, I know.
You get it? And, bro, to this day, I stay cracking on him.
What I see that, bro?
Because I always tell him, bro, I'm so jealous of you, man. I tell him, I'm so fucking jealous of you.
Why?
I wish that women can swallow my dick whole like they swallow yours. Like, I've never had that experience. Like, I've had that experience, but it's not as much as in a case like yours where any girl can fucking swallow you whole.
He must feel like a badass, like when that happens. He's probably like, oh, yeah, yes. But like, in comparison.
What happens when they swallow him whole? Nah. I mean, he's good for him, but I'm telling you that women don't think that's fucking. There is not one girl who hasn't broken up with a dude with a little dick. Assure yourself that if you have a little dick, the first thing that bitch is gonna say about you when y'all break up,
that's right,
is that little dick motherfucker. Fuck him. A mí la pinga. Él tiene la pinga chiquita.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, 100%. It's not a good thing.
Not even after you break up. It's probably before too.
Hey, we still live because it seems like a pause there.
We good?
Hey, talk to us, people. Let us know if the feed is good.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Tinder swindler.
All right. We good.
So that's a really good question. And as a woman, from a woman's perspective, yes, it matters, right? It does matter. If it's too big, it's extremely uncomfortable, and usually they don't know what they're doing.
If it's too big?
Like, they rely on the one thing to make it happen. Like, there's not variety.
They just try to jackhammer.
Right, there's no variety. There's no, and again, there's no, like, romancing. It's just like, you're lucky that this is here, bro. I'm here.
My name is Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
So it does matter, for sure. And if she told you it doesn't, you're the little salchicha, bro. I'm sorry.
Papa. Sorry to be you. All right. Next question. Have you ever been to Velvet or the Rooftop in Hollywood? I have been to the Velvet.
What is that, the Velvet Club? The
Miami
Club?
Velvet, yeah.
You've been there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, tell me. I'm curious.
I went there in my early fucking 20s. Velvet is full of a bunch of fucking viejos.
That's what I thought. Like, it can't be like an exciting experience with like hot people walking around.
It's full of a bunch of fucking viejos. So Velvet, the way it works is, number one, if you're a true enfermo, you got a membership.
You got a membership.
Yeah, you need a membership
shit.
to be in there. Otherwise, they tax you if you're a single guy. In most cases, they
sure.
don't even let you in.
Yeah, 'cause
You
it's kinda
typically
creepy.
have to be accompanied by a woman. Once you're in the club, the one raw thing about it is that it's bring your own liquor.
Okay.
You take your own liquor. They don't serve liquor. I guess that's the only way to get away with
Maybe.
un relajo like that. So the only thing they serve, I guess that's not the case. They just get away with not having a liquor license. They let you bring your own liquor, and then they charge you for mixers and shit like that, ice,
Okay.
shit like that. So there's a club in the front, like a regular dance club.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and there's a regular dance club in the front where everybody's clothed, and in the back, once you go past a certain door, you have to either be naked or in a towel.
What?
Ahí donde está body, ahí donde se forma.
Wow,
Se
bro.
formó. You go past that door, it's like se formó. And then from there, if you're a dude, you have to be approached by a woman.
Really? So there's like rules and stuff?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
but
Absolutely.
everybody's
So
there
the
to
swinging
party.
community in general, there's so many rules.
Really? I've heard of two signs, the silicone ring and the pineapple shirt.
Well, I don't know all that.
Well, supposedly that's like a signal, right? Apparently married couples, if they have a black silicone band on their finger, they're swingers. And then if you're wearing a pineapple shirt in like one of those clubs, it means you're down and like bout it.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, my friend told me the other day. My friend told
Un
me the other
polvo de
day.
piña, si quiere la pinga. Very nice. Duly noted.
But is everybody there to party? Like they're just like bout it or like watching?
No,
or?
no. There's people that are voyeurs. There's fucking people that are fucking. A lot of the times it's
Like parejas, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's dudes that want to see. It's cucks that want to see
Ooh.
young bulls.
Okay.
Fucking meterle tranca a la jeva de ellos, bro.
Bro,
I'm
is-
being real. It's a bunch of sickos.
Is that a thing? Because I can't honestly, as a woman, guys, hear me out. I cannot imagine what guy would be okay with that situation. Guys, I want to, like, is that a thing? Is that a thing? But deal, bro. Like,
So I've had this conversation, and I've tried to have this conversation with what's this called? The therapist also.
the therapist.
Like I try to pick their brain about it, like just what's the psychology behind
Sure, sure.
fucking
Yeah.
wanting to
Watch.
see another man fuck your chick, right? And
What must you be feeling as a man?
they say it's different. It's a variety of things. Sometimes it's a power thing. Other times it's a control thing.
But is like the guy very like an A type, or it's like usually like a bitch ass trying to do this? I'm so curious.
Well,
I'm
that's
curious.
the thing. It's in different instances.
Yeah.
It means different things. When it's a power, when it's a guy that has power in real
Yeah.
life,
Or like A type, yeah.
that's his way of being powerless,
I
like
see what you mean.
making himself powerless.
I mean, I get that because that's the same thing like we were talking about with the whole kind of pegging situation, like a power play. I mean, there's kinks for every situation. This is Miami, bro. You've just opened the door with red velvet. That's interesting. We went down a rabbit hole.
Miami
with that,
velvet.
bro. Miami velvet.
Don't fucking confuse it, all right?
Sorry,
Fine.
bro. Sorry.
Okay, so let's see.
Wait, you got some comments in the chat. Let's see. It says black ring and pineapple, #facts. Oh, he said Miami Velvet, not Scarlet. My bad. Scarlet's. I'm sure you've had so many experiences.
At
as
Scarlet's?
bro.
Man, listen, I'm not. I did strip clubs for a while, but I'm not a big strip club guy, bro.
I don't understand the concept,
I think it's such a stupid concept.
right? You can't like you
You're
can't do
sitting
anything.
there paying a woman to see her fucking naked. I find there's other way. Now, what I always liked growing up, especially in my 20s when I was in that scene, we would go in huge fucking parties
Okay.
to strip clubs. That's how
like
I
a
like
group?
strip clubs. Yeah, like 15,
that's-
20,
that's fun.
15,
Yeah,
20
yeah, yeah.
people. You lock down a whole fucking section.
I've done that, that's
But
fun.
you're there with, you bring
Girls too.
with you too.
It's a vibe.
Y se forma tremendo relajo, empastillado hasta las tetas. But
Miami
to be
nights,
there
bro.
like un fucking momento. Oh, you're giving a couple dollars every fucking couple dances. Y qué clase de gasto dinero, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's such a better way to fucking spend my money. And listen, if you got that bread and you could, more power to you, bro.
I mean, but you gotta like ball. That's the only way. Like you're fucking racking up dollars. Because if you're going there with like $20, bro, pobrecito, bro. But you know what? That's next to the dudes that tell me like lie to my face and they're like, oh, I only go to Tootsies for the wings. Yeah, right, bro.
Okay,
yeah, right,
Papa.
bro.
Well, that's funny because I was just
Yeah,
about to say.
right, bro.
I was just about to say, out of the last 5 times I've gone to the fucking strip club, at least 2-3 times I've been to Stir Crazy to throw down that fucking churraco,
Stir
papa.
Crazy, bro.
Hey, they have the.
Yo, that place is still open, bro.
Yo,
Oh
they
my
have
God.
number one. Stop hating.
No, I'm not hating. It's
Because
like it's a Miami classic,
They have
bro.
a little lineup of balseritas there. I'm being fucking real with you. Like, it's impressive to say the least. The lineup that they have is like, holy shit, what the fuck? Because it is typically a rundown. I understand you for saying this, but the game is tight now, and las balseritas are out there making money, and their fucking lineup is through the roof. But more importantly, those people have been known for their fucking their churraco.
You know
Papa,
what?
and they serve it till like 4 in the morning. Papa,
What?
tell me
And
you're
which
a
one, which
fat
one?
fuck without telling me you're a fat fuck.
Yo, the
huh?
totone. Damn, bro.
Los
You know what?
totones?
With some sauce that they
You're a piece of shit. I guarantee you eat those fucking totones and then kiss the girls in their
Watching.
pussies.
Oh my
Give it to
God,
her,
bro.
big hour.
You're only
Ay,
enfermo de
bro.
venga. Hey, you took my pen. You took that pen of mine last time.
Bro,
Okay, we're gonna
the
have a
pens, the
fucking
pens.
problem.
You know what? I wanna know from the audience, bro. What's the best strip club food? You said churraco at Stir Crazies. I heard chicken wings at Tootsies.
Hey, chicken wings at Tootsies and the churraco at Tootsies is not bad at
Really?
all. 11 has some dope food too.
But that's not a strip club. It's like burlesque, right?
That's a strip club.
I mean, they're like
That's a strip club. And they do all the same shit that they do everywhere else. It's
I
just a fucking 80% markup on the
80%
50% markup that they already did. No, I'm good.
Yeah, Pat says they're real. The wings are incredible, bro. I know you keep telling me every time. He's like, oh, I go through the side entrance and get the wings. I'm like, sure, bro.
Pat?
Yeah.
Pat's your boy?
Pat and Sammy, I know you guys are fucking eating the chicken wings and watching some shit fucking clap, bro.
Yay!
It's I can't find out if that's appetizing or not, bro. Cause like that's
What?
like I'm viendo ahí mirando, like, and you're like, ooh,
Oh,
bro.
when you're on a fucking bender and you need some food, boy, hell yeah. Next question, Fabian. When are we arm wrestling? Pussy boy, whenever you want. Come through the poker game. Pussy boy. You know I whooped that ass last time. All right, are you from Hialeah? I am not from Hialeah, despite the popular...
Not all Cubans are from Hialeah, believe it or not.
I was raised in the Little Havana area. I mean, we have a lot in common from fucking as Little Havana. It looks fucking almost the same. We're just less ratchet. Who the hell raised these ill-mannered garbage truck boys? Is that code word for fuck boys?
I'm not
Garbage
sure.
truck boys?
Is that a thing that the kids are saying?
Is there
I
a
don't know.
garbage truck trend going out there?
I've never heard of it before.
Ill-mannered garbage truck boys.
I don't know
I
what that
want to
means.
say that's like a fucking
Term? I don't
double
know.
entendre there for fuck
Somebody
boys.
says, Fabian21PR says, I know you've had a disgusting night at Bare Necessity. Ew, bro.
Oh, you want to hear that one, boy? You want to hear that one, boy?
Bro, Miami strip clubs are different, bro. Miami strip clubs are different.
Well, Miami strip clubs are you can have the
Rancherita.
best shit in the fucking planet, or you're gonna have something that you find in Mexico. Because listen, bro, again, I've always told you guys, I was un enfermo since I was 13. Like I lost my virginity at 13. I went to go visit my father at 14 in Mexico when he left, and he was trying to make up for all the time he lost in like one little trip. That guy at 13, 14 years old took me like I was there for 2 weeks. I must have gone to like 17 strip clubs.
At 14?
Oh yeah, like when I came back I had a girlfriend, the girl I lost my virginity to. When I came back, I was like, yeah,
I'm over it.
I'm over it, yo. Like,
Time to
'cause I
go.
was a fucking major simp in my first relationship. That was the girl, like,
love
my
you so
grandfather
much.
caught me crying over this
Ay.
bitch. When I
Your
came
first
back, I
love.
was like, fuck that.
I know.
I got my ass eaten in Mexico, Nicole. I don't want to fucking battle with you over fucking Frenching. But the Bare Necessity.
Bare Necessity.
Bro, only strip club I've ever been to that, number one, I'm almost certain that was not a food baby, and I think it was a real baby.
What?
Like, I want to say she was partially pregnant.
Oh
This is
my
a Bare
God.
Necessity. This is a Bare Necessity.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah. It was also the first place I ever saw a stripper with the fucking old school cesarean scar.
Oh no.
The one that goes across fucking. It was, no, it goes up and down, but it was fucking. It was the most intense one I had ever seen. To see,
Just to compare.
And the last, but definitely not
Wow.
least, fucking experience that I had there. Two of those. It was 2 different times I went. Early fucking 20s. I saw this fucking cuadrera, and I walk up stage. I wasn't even going up to her because she was fucking de binga.
Right.
I was going to get a drink to the bar, and as I'm looking to my right, she's there dancing, and she had her legs open like that, one of those, and this motherfucker gets her 2 lips on her pussy and ties it into a bow. Ta-da!
Okay.
Baba.
Wow.
So imagine la
Wow.
labia.
Wow.
Imagine the labia there that she was. And I remember I stopped and did a double take to go, it's a knot though, right?
Oh
You know,
my
bleep, bleep.
God.
Bare necessities. Holla back.
So, Relax, Recover, Repeat says, Caballo, what's the most insane strip club story? I hope that was it. The fucking...
No, bro, the most insane strip club story for me was
Wow.
Playmates. We fucking, yeah, it was tremendo. We were all fucking, it was like one of those 15, 20 people. And one of the biggest fights fucking broke out there.
Oh,
No. It was a fight with the people in the VIP next to us. Like, they started throwing dollar bills at us.
Oh, shit.
And, like, bro, in my 20s, I dressed real preppy. Like, I was
Perfecto,
clean
bro.
as fuck. I was
Yeah.
a whole different fucking person. So I guess they thought like, we weren't about that life. And they found out very fast, bro. Like, one of my boys, it started with a Grey Goose bottle across a dude's head. Bah, that's what set everything off. Yeah, I said they were already cagados. So it was like 300, boy. Oh, papa, chairs everywhere. 2 dudes got
Bro.
stabbed.
What year was that?
That had to be 10 years ago.
Oh, my God.
10 years ago. So to say, yeah.
Miami strip clubs, bro. The place of memories.
All right. How old are you? And do you have an age limit for dating?
Oh, my God. What a weird question.
Why?
I mean,
Más vieja trae.
okay, I wasn't looking at it that way. I was thinking about it the reverse.
No, well, that's it. I mean, I would,
I would hope you had that limit.
of course. So, number one, I'm 38, and I would never fucking think of dating a girl younger than 25.
Dating, like,
Dating,
actually
like, taking her
considering...
serious.
okay, 25.
Yeah, and that's, if I would be with a 25-year-old, it's because it's an anomaly, and the girl is...
On point.
way fucking more mature than what a typical 25-year-old is. But I'm my fucking prime, my hot zone is like 28 to 33. That if you told me you fucking go and pick it out attribute by attribute. 18 to 33, I think. ¿Sabes?
What about the veteranas, bro? You don't...
Papa, they get love too. Si están entera and that she fulfills my fucking every desire.
But you wouldn't have a relationship with a veterana?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, you just give a window of like 28 to 33, bro. That's 5 years.
I said ideally.
Oh, ideal.
I see ideally like coño. But so age limit down there is 25, and then age limit up, I would say is 45, 45. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna go any higher than that, just because fertility issues and shit like that, man.
I get you, because you're thinking your deal breaker is having kids, right?
Baba,
Yeah.
Baba, I'm looking for a little horsey. Who you got today? Puerto Rico won, baby.
Bro, people are getting lit. I didn't realize how many baseball supporters there are in Miami, bro.
Number one, let's back that up. Baseball supporters of the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, because never will you see the Marlins
No, not for the
Stadium.
Marlins. No
That
way,
fucking
bro.
lit.
No.
So it's
That's
certain
why.
baseball.
That's why I'm like questioning it. So many people actually showed up for a baseball game.
Man, I've been telling everybody like that shit must have been
Wow.
intense. At the fucking stadium, bro. All those Puerto Ricans and Dominicans getting lit to the tit.
Bro.
Baba. Just watching a game at their crib. getting lit is intense. Imagine a stadium of what does that shit hold? 20,000?
Probably 20,000.
It's a puss ass stadium.
Bro, Presidente must have had a great day today, though.
Huh?
In the stadium, Presidente.
Presidente. All right, last question for me, guys. When are you coming to the 954 to slang some comedy? Coño, I got excited there.
Slang some comedy.
To slang some what?
There's
bro,
no reason to go to Broward.
Soon enough.
There's no reason.
I want to start making my way up there. I think I'll start with Fort Lauderdale and Dania Beach. Soon enough, bro. I'm fucking focusing on these shows. I got one coming up April 6th. Get your tickets there. I think they're like 50% sold out right now.
Where can they buy the tickets?
If you go to my Instagram or my TikTok, it's on my bio. Get your fucking tickets there. April 6th, Thursday is going down.
We'll put it in the description too of this video so you can get it.
Absolutely. That's a great fucking point.
Why
We
not?
will do that.
Why not?
That's why she's my dog. All right, so topic and topic. I get one topic, she gets one topic.
35,000 Loan Depot.
35,000? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Tráfico, bro. I can't
That's
even
fucking
imagine.
35,000 emborrachao. Ass
Emborrachao, bro.
motherfuckers, bro. All right. So first topic here, bro.
Okay.
Because I've been going ham on this shit. And by the way, next week we'll have videos that we can reference. I was supposed to do that today, but I was on a fucking mission with this bullshit. But this whole week on Instagram, I was going ham on the Uber drivers.
I saw that, bro. I saw it. Did that happen? Did that happen to you?
Bro, again, I wish, and I'll when I make this clip, I'll fucking put it in there for the snippets on Instagram. But bro, I have a video that it just got intense. Last week I showed the videos where the woman had a full-blown conversation for at least 3 or 4 miles.
Wow.
With her AC guy. Ahí, a la cojonudo, and she started talking to me about her fucking menopause. Yo no sé qué, la vieja talking, ma. Shout out to her, she was a sweetheart.
Shout out, though.
Then the next day, bro, I get this fucking guy that, you know, he was the most artistic person I have ever fucking been driven by.
Okay.
Because every song from any genre didn't matter. He did, or he was doing the tambore on the steering wheel. One, he was whistling. I can't even fucking, and the whole time, because I'm gonna be real with you, if it wasn't for the fact that I can, being able to record them is a release for
Hilarious,
me.
bro.
It's a fucking release because otherwise I would have to be like, oye, socio.
Para.
Or at least have to address it. Maybe he doesn't stop whistling. Maybe se caga la noticia. But if I wasn't able to record it, I would have a problem because I would have to address it. I have to be like, socio, que venga. You're going to play the drums. Right. You're going to whistle. And then at the end, number one, he took a call also. It was a little short. But then at the end, he started singing.
Wow. He
was the most well-rounded fucking musician that I have ever been driven by in my life.
But what's like the thought process behind that though? Like
so that's what the discussion should be about. Okay. I think number one, and again I've said this too, it's the majority Cuban fucking balseros.
Sure.
Cuban balseros, listen, Central Americans, South Americans, sure, they have their fucking very talkative motherfuckers, but for the most part, it's balseros, and it's an entitlement. It's an arrogant entitlement that it's almost like, ay, que venga, I'm blessing you. I'm blessing you to tell you about my day. You should, tú sabes, have a little conversation. You should have to listen to me. Because again, to divulge personal information, there's another thing. I can guarantee you they do that with everybody. Fucking
not
passenger.
Just you, of course. Yeah.
Esos son la gente, bro. I have family members that are like that.
They'll talk and say anything on the phone in front of anybody. The
same story to everybody because they're going around trying to see what everybody's opinion is. Like they're fucking surveying.
Bro.
And again, and by the way, the crazy part about it, the thing I say, because I also have people that write to me, oh, well, you're in their car, bro. You're in their car. Drive yourself, bro.
Oh, whatever, bro.
Listen, there's an argument. Do you really suggest that me paying what I'm paying for when I pay for Uber doesn't include that kind of fucking
service
accommodation?
Yeah, I mean, if you choose to drive, right? Like, shout out to the Uber drivers out there in Miami, right? But if you choose to drive Uber, like, you kind of want to fit the role. Like, you're driving somebody. You're not taking your socio duo, like, in the back seat to fucking go run an errand, right?
It's
Like,
consideration.
you have a client, right?
I mean, listen, there's a rating system.
True.
Not only is there a rating system, they give you an option.
Oh, yeah, change the music, sound on.
Do you want it to be quiet? Do you want it to be cool?
Did you select something?
I always choose quiet.
I never choose an option.
Are you crazy? I've never done anything but choose quiet preference.
So he said, fuck your preferences.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the arrogance.
Oh, okay, I
compare them to the cyclists.
I see why you're pissed now. Okay, so you put the preference, and he's still fucking saying a fucking...
And by the way, if I didn't put the preference, it's still fucking incorrect. I just think there's no etiquette behind divulging personal problems and shit like that. Now, bro, if it was something that I saw somebody was at the end of their rope, but if you're just fucking using me
around,
for the 6 miles here in 45 minutes que me tengo que comer un cable to desahogarte for the 5th time that morning, vete pa la pinga. I have my own fucking issues. I don't have to take on that energy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind when they have conversations. Like, if I'm about it, I'll have a conversation. But straight up answering phone calls, singing.
Or pushing the fucking conversation on you.
Yeah.
Like, if I engage, coño, of course, que venga. And also with the calls. Bro,
if it's an emergency.
If it's a fucking family member, I can tell. Yeah. Pero tú que estás recogiendo un teléfono for an errand,
Chismosa.
Que pinga, go fuck yourself. By the way, my solution, I came up with it the other day.
What?
From now on, when they get on the phone, I'm jumping on the phone right there. I swear to God, like, let's see who's
louder, bro.
Because again, what they're doing, their mentality, these fucking parceros is, it's my car, que pinga, you're gonna have to hear me talk.
Yeah.
They want you to say, like, they want you to say, para decirte, este es mi carro, que pinga tú te crees.
You should do it next time. You should do it. Try one.
It's 100% what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
And I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna, okay, ¿cómo tú estás? Me vas a ir a recoger en fucking Sunset, please. Wait, who talks louder and who lasts longer?
I can't wait to see the video.
Because now I'm turning the tables on them.
Yeah.
They wanted me to call them out, and it's like, no, you're not gonna have the fucking conversation now. You're gonna have to tell me to keep it down in your car, little bitch.
That's a trying situation. What does Fabian say? He says, hopefully Puerto Rico beats Mexico tomorrow, and hitting up Flanny's for St. Patty's Day tomorrow.
Yo,
actually,
who's favored? Who's favored? Oh my God, St. Patty's.
No, St. Patty's. We're going. We're going to Tobacco Road.
I'll see you there.
No, come on, bro. Let's go to Tobacco Road.
I'm down. Tobacco Road.
You got a lot of people that want to meet you, bro.
No.
Been at Flanagan's, bro. But let me tell you, I fuck with those rib rolls. Like, I do. They're terrible for my arteries.
Joe's rockin' rib rolls.
But they're so good. They're so bad for
Joe's
you.
rockin' rib rolls, man. Fuck that. But I'm down for some Tobacco Road. Holla back. We'll let you know what the deal is.
Bro, if you want to see Caballo Tobacco Road and take a shot with him, put it in the chat. Let's go.
Hey, yay!
Let's go.
Hey, who's favored in that fucking classic, bro? Hit us back. What are your topics? Let's hit one of your topics.
Your topics. Oh, so road rage in Miami.
Road rage.
It's getting out of control. I mean, Adrian was talking about the traffic today, bro. It's an hour to get anywhere in fucking Miami. And, bro, people are so aggressive. Have you seen people getting out of the car and wanting to fight? It's not a new thing, right? Back in the day, I've seen somebody take out a machete on somebody right there on Bird in 97.
That's just another Tuesday.
Right, of course. But, like, it's more prevalent, maybe with social media, but I'm seeing it all over the place. People are jumping out the car, kicking people's car, fucking trying to fight somebody, like...
I think, in honesty, I think it's just what you said. It's more in your face now because of social media. But here in Miami, bro... That happens every other fucking corner, intersection, with the fucking amount of hotheads and Latinos that they have here and the egos. I guarantee you that shit is happening everywhere. Have you had any fucking incidents recently?
I have, bro. I was out driving back from Brickell and fucking I was on Biscayne and where was I? Biscayne in Miami Shores. Driving down, bro, I don't know what the fuck I did to the guy, bro. I honestly have no idea. I don't remember cutting him off, nothing like that. But we were driving, and this guy was like, hey, like screaming at me through the window. And I'm like, what's up, bro? Like, hey. And he's like, roll in the fucking window. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. And, bro, we both stopped at the light together. The guy got out the car and kicked my fucking car. Kicked my fucking car, bro.
What was the archetype?
No, he was like, oh, the archetype. He was a fucking. But I know he probably lived in Aventura. Let's just say
A
that.
beta boy. Aventura. Ooh, the matzo balls. The matzo
But
balls.
like a bro one, you know. But anyway,
Yeah, those
that
are
was
the toughest ones, man.
that shit was nuts, bro. But people are driving out here like I don't understand. People are hauling ass, weaving through traffic. Like, what fucking Grand Theft Auto game are you fucking playing, bro? Like, this is real life, bro.
No, listen. I was very aggressive in my early 20s, and one thing I learned very quick. One of the quicker things I learned in Miami or figured out is that, bro, road rage. It's sometimes I'm in fault. I cut somebody off or people. Hey, tranquilo, bro. The last thing you want to fucking do. Driving is already the most dangerous thing you're ever going to do in your life by far. 99% of you.
But driving in Miami, you're risking your life, bro.
To fucking start taking on road rages.
Oh my God.
You're fucking, again, you're enlarging your chances of getting killed. One more reason to get killed in a car.
Crazy.
You don't need that bullshit, bro.
And also, bro, people don't know how to drive. Like, fucking signals and merging and cutting people off, bro. Like, if we stop doing that, there'll be less traffic and accidents, bro.
Yeah, well, listen, I think a big thing that people don't take into consideration about Miami,
What?
on top of the fact that
Nobody fits on the streets. There's too many people.
exactly, on top of the fact that we're not only our grid system is fucking outdated, our traffic system is outdated, our public transportation is by far the most subpar transportation system in the country. On top of all that, people don't take into account our the amount of fucking viejos that we have in the city. I'm being for real.
Really?
We have.
That's never a thing for me, bro. I see crazy people and
Yeah, because
fucking...
you don't drive in Little Havana. You don't drive in fucking refed out areas. Donde los viejitos están ahí and they're going from one corner to Sedanos takes fucking 20 to... exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro.
6 of those in one fucking street.
All right, that's enough.
Really slows down fucking traffic.
So let me tell you, I had to do something because I would lose my shit. Now I'm in traffic for an
strapped
hour.
up?
Strapped up, bro. No, I'm trying to calm myself down, bro.
That you're gonna tell me una papayua and you fucking
Well,
still got a
I've actually been trying to figure that out to carry or not, but that's a discussion for right
There's
now.
not even a fucking my dog DeSantis is about to pass that law.
That's
Boy,
what I'm
open
saying.
carry,
You saw
baby.
that? Open carry?
Not open carry. It's
Constitutional carry.
yeah.
That
Open
anybody-
carry is fucking.
I just don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if that's for me as an option yet because, like I said, I'm not as proficient in it. And if I'm scared, I don't want to pick up the gun and do the wrong thing.
No, you
right?
absolutely need to fucking
need more
train
training, more
yourself.
training.
You need to train yourself before you start
But I'm
even
on it.
thinking of. But you should definitely do it.
I want to.
All chicks should be all over that. All over that. Yeah, sure. Sometimes there's no chance to even pull shit out, but if you do get that chance, it can save your fucking life,
Right,
and you can save someone else's life too.
That's true. That's true.
All right,
More
so
people.
more people.
Says, Fabian says, why are the roads in Dade so narrow compared to Broward? That's a good question. I can tell you exactly why. I can tell you exactly why.
For real?
I swear to God. So when Miami was started 104 years ago now, it actually started, they started bringing down the railroad. And when they brought down the railroad, they brought a bunch of people to build the railroads. And they also had like a community here, plus the Native Americans that were here. So they were traveling on like horse and all that stuff. So once they started bringing down the cars, once it started to become more established, there was not too many people. So the roads were narrower because they had to actually take off the swampland and they had to kind of build roads on top of it.
Yeah.
They had to dredge everything. So they weren't thinking that Miami was going to explode. So it's very, very narrow streets. So now you have to kind of destroy more land to extend the roads. Isn't that crazy, bro?
That is fucking nuts.
Right?
That is fucking nuts. And I don't know if you've ever seen the documentary on PBS
Which one?
about fucking Florida. It talks a lot about how
That's so interesting.
it took 3 administrations to dredge this shit out, because every administration, imagine those times it was like building new expansions, and they're like, we're gonna build in Florida, we're gonna make it happen. 3 administrations later, they couldn't figure that shit out.
Crazy. Shocker. Wait.
But that was
Politicians
dope.
couldn't
Really
figure
dope
some
that
shit
you-
out? What?
Yeah, that was the palmetto of their day.
The palmetto. Bro, you know what? You surprise me, Caballo, every single week because, one day you're talking about, the cyclists and all this
Eating
crazy
ass.
shit, that too. And then you're talking about a PBS special about where we live. Bro, you're so multifaceted, bro. This is good.
I love how she tries the fuck out of me.
I'm not trying you, bro.
That's a super backhanded compliment, by the way.
It's not. It's
Coño,
not.
caballo, everywhere you.
It's not. No, I've been getting
You show me you're not a
feedback.
complete fucking idiot.
That's not what I said, bro. That's
Oh
not
my
what
god,
I
on
said.
PBS fucking documentary. You're such a cutie.
No, bro. How I meant it is, I'm getting a lot of feedback from people that are watching the podcast, and they're like, "Damn, bro, Caballo's pretty deep." I didn't know.
Okay, holla back.
You
Se
know?
formó. next.
Everything's a
No, that's the next one. That's the next holla back. That's the next holla back. Se formó. Hey, what's the right amount of drunk?
Oh man, what a great question.
What's the right amount of drunk? Because again, look, you know, it's kind of adding.
Wait, no. Ask the whole question because that was funny.
It's kind of adding on to the whole.
What's the right amount of drunk before you become a come bingo? That's the question.
How'd you see that?
Because I saw it earlier.
How'd you fucking see
That's
that?
hilarious, bro. Because that's a scale.
Oh, I put it on Instagram.
Exactly,
Okay.
but that should be a real scale from like tipsy to come pinga. So
100%. Because again, look, so
where's the middle?
there's number one, there's people that are completely under the impression that they're cool as fuck.
I know.
When they drink, like they're like, yo,
Chilling.
you get the fuck out of here. I'm like $1 million, bro, and you're un come pinga. You're already slurring to everybody else. Bro, and again, another thing is that the older I get, people from my scene, because the slurring wasn't that such a fucking problem when I was younger.
Back then? Oh, but shit's
Maybe I
stronger
wasn't-
now.
Well, no. I think it's just that people have gradually become more alcoholic,
Oh, maybe, yeah.
and they're
Going
less
too hard.
self-aware of how drunk they get. And listen, lo más viejo que tú te pones, the less you can handle the fucking liquor, and it starts fucking, it fucks with your motor functions and your fucking, your cognitive abilities a lot
That is
quicker.
a real thing.
So,
Damn.
you know, and it's, again, it's also grown ass men that I kind of had respect for. And then, you know, you see them out multiple times, ahora de viejo, and they're shit-faced, can't talk, you know, fucking, and it's multiple people, bro. It's just not fucking.
Oh, that's sad.
So what,
sad.
how,
Tipsy to come bingo.
yeah, what's the right?
Characteristics?
So for example, I think that I wrote that shit down. Let me see. If you get so blasted that you can't remember a meaningful conversation that you had,
Yeah.
you're
Time to
fucking
stop.
like to
Time to
me.
stop.
It's been plenty of times that I call it quits, or I just revert to esto na más pa' cingar mode. That's a fucking great topic.
you
I gotta
also-
write a bit on that.
You do.
I again I revert to fucking okay. Esto na más pa' cingar mode.
Yeah, but you need to be almost not to come bingo levels because then that's not going to be a successful venture either.
What do you mean?
Pasinga naman. Like you got to make sure that you're like at the point where it's like not too much.
No,
where,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That once it gets past
Yeah.
a certain, in other words, I've had too many situations where I try to reference a moment that I thought we had the night before, and then what? Oh my God! You can tell they had no fucking clue. And right there, I'm like, esto no me va a pasar.
Damn.
100%, bro. Like,
That's-
and that to me is annoying because again, I'm fucking really good at number one, holding my liquor, and number two, remembering conversations, bro. I feel like motherfuckers that don't remember conversations are motherfuckers that just have continuous meaningless conversations,
Probably.
and it's just on to the next.
Maybe.
Like a thing I have a big pet peeve of, and we're all guilty of it sometimes, but bro, people that repeatedly repeat
The
themselves.
same thing. That's when
Papa,
you know.
That's
when
because
know.
you go around telling everybody that
shit.
shit. And you don't remember who the fuck you said what to. And you just, oh, déjame decirlo otra vez. And you're fucking, it's word vomit. Those kind of people, bro. But when it gets like that because of the liquor, I think it's a major fucking
So
problem.
for a woman, I think when a woman starts to like lose her grace as a lady, right? I mean, if she had some in the first place, let's clarify.
Yeah.
Once they start falling and like their clothes starts coming off and like their face starts looking funny
Pero coño.
and they start slurring, it's like you're getting like
Eso
you're
no
done.
vamos a cingar.
You're done, bro. Like you're done.
But damn it, fuck. And the slurring is for sure,
Let's take
man.
my bingo.
I don't see much fucking clothes falling off. Where you
bro,
go to a party?
I'm telling you, bro, better days. We gotta go to better days, bro.
That's like Mama Tried. It's a Mama Tried crowd.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun. I saw this chick's shirt fall off, and like her bra was just
You
chilling.
know Mama Tried?
No.
Oh, it's like that's what I meant. It's the same kind of fucking.
What's Mama Tried?
It's a bar right there in downtown.
Oh, okay,
around the
okay.
corner.
I know what you're talking about. I mean, it's
It's a
kind
little
of.
cleaner.
I just
It's a
feel
little
like
cleaner.
Better Days is better vibes, though. Like
Better
it's just
days, it's better vibes, man.
Shout out to
It's so
Better Days.
fucking basic.
No, it's better vibes because I feel like when you go in there, nobody's trying to like for appearance.
No,
you know, and
well,
nobody's trying to like show out.
That's the same Mama
know?
Tried shit. It's like, fuck that, everybody.
Yeah.
You'll see a motherfucker in shorts and you'll see a nigga in a business suit.
Yeah. I mean, it's straight. But for me, when I know my limit, because I'm curious about yours, you these ladies comes out, right? That's
You?
Yeah. Every other word is in Spanish, and for some reason I start talking
you're
like
sassy
this.
as fuck.
No, and then I sway. So like once I'm getting there, I'm like I'm having a great time, but I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like I gotta stop.
Well, you say like some fucking Spanish disparades and you're
But
like,
like just very coichi, bro. Like all of a sudden, like I just got off,
Ah.
like just got off the boat, bro. Like it doesn't make sense to me. But that's my limit. But for you, like when do you know for you as a person, like, all right, I need to stop.
oh, well, the second any kind of fucking slur, I'm already like,
Out.
okay,
Done.
I'm about to hit the Irish goodbye.
Oh shit.
Let me
Irish
see what
goodbye.
else. But listen, in all honesty, like I told you, I've been doing a lot less drinking, and now when I drink, I get tired as fuck quick. The second I feel that
Really?
fucking tired, yeah. Or man, tengo que comprar un saco, and then that becomes a fucking fuck that.
It's a cycle. It's a. I know exactly what you mean,
but,
bro.
But to me, to answer the question, a little bit slurring, any kind of fucking anything that's gonna make me look like a duck.
Yeah.
I'm the
I don't
fuck
like
out.
that.
And one thing I learned from a cousin real early on is if you're ever banged up, the best thing to do, if you can't get the fuck out without making yourself look like a fool, go sit in a corner and smile. I swear to God, you
Come on, Bo. Come
ain't
on,
nobody
Bo.
gonna tell you shit. They're like, oh, this motherfucker
He's having a
is
good time.
happy. You sit there like that until the pinga wears off, and then you take off. But the last one,
strategy.
I've been so like adamant about not making a fool of myself. Because in all honesty, for a big portion of my life, being un degenerado is what I identify with,
right.
straight up. So I
You
had
grew
to be
up.
good at that shit. I had to be official degenerate. You get me? Either way.
I get you, bro, because I think Miami does that to you. Like it makes you like you
You're-
want to party, you want to go out and
You gotta
fucking be
become a
lit
fucking-
and
yeah.
live all the time.
Yeah, if you're gonna be out there that much, you better fucking, keep a
Party
fucking.
days, bro.
What's your next topic?
The next one, what was it, bro? Okay, so I had the most amazing experience, bro, because like I love going out to eat at restaurants, but that are amazing. Because I hate spending money on something and it sucks
trash.
and it's trash, especially something that someone's hyping up.
Facts.
So I wanted to find out like what is the most fire food right now in Miami for you? Like what are you feeling right now?
All right, so if you're talking about, let's go cuisines, right?
So maybe like low key and like super nice spot of like most fire food.
Well, look, let's talk again cuisines. So for example, it's a good topic because I've talked about this a lot recently. I'm huge on fucking steaks, bro.
Okay.
I go ham. I cook a better steak than 90% of the steakhouses out here. I guarantee it. Bitch, watch my stories,
Wow,
okay? No, I cook stupid fucking, like I've dedicated a lot of time to figuring it out. And the steakhouses that I grew up going to,
Like what?
Morton's,
Okay.
fucking Ruth's Chris, those places are absolute trash next to what they fucking used to be.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that the ambiance is
different.
de pinga,
Yeah.
but the steaks that they give you, bro, like they don't. A steakhouse that doesn't char your fucking steak, Papa, you pay for shit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bobby's steak.
I haven't eaten there. I've heard it's fucking off the chain.
It is. I'm
So
not even, I'm not
one
even.
steakhouse that you can't miss with, because look, even Capitol Grill has fallen off a little. Capitol Grill, Smith and Walensky's, Papa, that slaps.
That's the one on the beach,
100%
right?
of the time, yeah. That
Sounds
one
good.
you cannot miss with Smith and Walensky.
Okay.
So that's one steakhouse. Italian-wise, Carbona's off the chain, I think.
Bro, if anybody watching has the hookup on Carbone, bro, let me know. Because my reservation is in 2 fucking months, and it's at 10:30 at night, bro, on a Wednesday. So if anybody, it's the most difficult place to get into. I tried when I was in New York, couldn't get in. Tried here in Miami, couldn't get in. I tried it in Vegas, bro. One of the best restaurants I've ever tried in my life.
Yeah.
And I've been like all over the world. Bro. Fire.
Yeah. So have you been to Sophia's?
Sophia's? Where's Sophia's?
Bro, it's that little super cute restaurant. It's all in pink. It's actually this color. I ate there
Where is it?
in fucking downtown. Dio.
Is it called the Big Pink or something?
No, the big pink. That's the beach. That's
the beach, bro. That's a
that's
classic.
around the.
But that's
That's
hangover
around the
food.
way from Privé. Fucking Privé. Oh, bro, that's when you know the story is getting bought out.
I heard.
What? Privé was the shit, kiddo.
Club days, bro. In Miami. The shit.
All right. Did you know that they picked up $87 million worth of perico?
I can't believe that, bro. And the person who turns it in, like, who is that person?
So it
you
wasn't-
notice how it's at 87 and not 90, right?
They, Baba.
Take it.
So number one, they didn't turn it in though. They didn't find it. It was a submarine.
Okay.
They built a fucking new, and I started writing a joke about it. You want to talk about just when you think Cuban ingenuity couldn't be beat, Banceros, the way they float here on a tire. These motherfuckers built, and again, I had the videos ready to fucking show you, but they made a makeshift fucking submarine with outboard engines. I've never seen anything like it. And they found $87 million worth of perico.
Where was it? Off the coast
Off the coast of Colombia. Of course,
How do you
right?
know it's Balseros that made it, bro? If it's Colombia.
No.
Colombia's
It's
moving.
Colombians.
Oh,
They
okay,
fucking
okay.
they said they told Cubans, nigga, hold my brick. I'm gonna do this, okay? Like, fuck your wanza.
Damn, bro. $87 million, bro.
$87 million.
That's nuts.
$87 million worth of perico. But for them, they said that the street value over here was close to $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that sucks because con lo malo que está el perico here in Miami, they just...
You need the plug, bro. You
Listen,
need the plug, bro.
it's you're like 2 days away from your plug telling you, oh, there's a drought.
Bro,
There's a
somebody was
drought. I'm
telling
gonna
me
have to
that.
charge 100 for a gram.
Somebody was telling me that.
Like,
I mean, it's getting
haters.
crazy, bro. But, you know, funny that you mentioned this about finding all this stuff. Have you seen, like, Florida DEA agents are getting, like, caught up in, like, a drug bust that they did themselves? Like, it's all dirty police work and fucking drug. Like,
I haven't heard about
yeah,
this.
bro. This guy, it was all over the news. Florida DEA gets busted buying narcotics. What is happening, bro?
So obviously he was off duty.
He was off duty buying oxys, bro. Like large quantities of fucking oxys
Like
for
he was
personal
slanging?
use.
Oh,
God knows.
personal use.
God knows, but he was buying like a
He
shitload.
probably claimed personal use for a
I
charge.
don't know, man, but
For a lower charge.
drug game, bro. Crazy submarine.
I mean,
this
Miami.
shit.
There must be so
there's
much
so
to
many
that
stories.
in Miami. I mean, I can't lie to you. If I was a fucking cop, I would be pulling stunts like that. It's too easy. Like, that's why I'm not a cop. Okay,
Tempting, bro.
so what are the corniest pickup lines that have worked on you?
That worked? Oh shit. Okay. That worked. Because there's so many that don't work. The corniest one?
All right, what are some that don't work? Do you remember any?
What the one that I was telling you last week, bro, that he was just like the worst pickup line is like, damn, are you working right now? And I'm like, no, why? And he was like, well, you don't have to work ever again. And I was like, the first conversation that I've had with this person, you're promising me not to work anymore, bro. Fuck off, bro. You're scared. No.
My dog just got his tax return. He's like, yo,
Is that a pickup line?
I'll take you off these streets. I'm gonna take you off these streets, baby.
I'll take you away from this.
Oh, that's a crazy pickup line. I just got my tax return. Are you down? No, corniest pickup lines that work. Damn, I'm trying to remember the last person, what he said.
It has to be. You have to be attracted to the guy
Yeah.
for a corny line to
Of
pick.
course,
Right, to,
because it doesn't. But what's the corniest one that you've used that's work? Because I'm sure you have a lot more than I do.
Lenguazos per second.
Lenguazos per second.
So I think corny, my version of corny is probably enfermo. Like I say enfermo shit.
Okay.
You get me? Because I really
Like,
don't.
as a pickup line to a random girl?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm curious now. What
I mean, because listen, when I attack, it's because I know that it's more than likely gonna be a kill. I don't go in there blind. You know, so if a girl, like if she's been dancing and look at me como una cara enferma.
Okay. I got you.
So look, a line, and again, it might be
What
corny.
did you say?
A line that I've used and it works is, are you adventurous?
I mean, that's a great question. But if you meant it in a sick way, that's different.
Well, it
Did you
goes
have, like,
that
a
way.
follow-up question?
It goes, so, where'd you get that, guy? Oh, I was about to say, found you.
No, I don't know.
So, I've asked you, so the line is, are you gorgeous? I'm sorry, are you adventurous?
Gorgeous? Are you adventurous? Okay.
And then, more than likely, obviously, she's going to say, yeah.
Okay.
And then, no matter what she says, she could say, let's go skydiving right the fuck now.
Right.
And you're like, ugh, man. You know, you fucking shoot it down right away. And then that's gonna warrant, oh, but well, what do you mean? What's adventurous for you?
Oh, and then you start going.
And no, you kiss her.
But that's cute though.
I know, it's
That's not corny.
It's
I mean,
corny
it's
cute.
It's kind of corny cute. I
Yeah,
see
it's
what you
corny
mean.
cute, but it works. I'll tell you that much. That shit.
I mean, the confidence, bro.
Again, you have to. This, it's gonna work twice as less if you do it with a girl that, if you do it like a cold call, like a fucking cold approach. But if you do it, if you line it up right and you realize that the girl's into you and you approach it the right way, baba, 8 times out of 10.
I know one of the corniest pickup lines that worked.
What?
It was so corny. The way the situation unfolded. It was during the presidential election. And I was like, damn, I bet you Biden's gonna win. And this person was like, no, Trump's gonna win. And like, I stay away from the political like polarities because I saw the way the public was responding. I was like, damn, I think Biden's gonna win. Just purely based on public opinion. And he was like, well, if I win, can you take me out to like go eat ceviche, like a ceviche day? And he's like, if Biden wins, I'll take you. And I was like, that's really corny, but fucking okay, that works.
But he was a Democrat?
Republican, staunch Republican.
But what was your bet?
That Biden was gonna win.
Well, shit, you predicted it?
I did, unfortunately.
You kiddo!
I did. No, because I saw what the public and the perception was happening at the time. But
The
that was
political
corny.
landscape.
The political landscape. Corny, bro. Corny.
Another corny one that I saw on Instagram, and I tried that shit, and it works like a fucking charm.
What?
Bro, and it's corny. You go to a girl, find us one, and you go, hey, that guy over there thinks you're cute. And then you run over there where you pointed at, and you go, hey.
I mean, if you're hot, that would work. But like, if you're not, that would not work. Don't. Be warned, bro.
But you're gonna get the girl to laugh regardless.
Oh, true, for sure.
That one is
She's
like a
definitely gonna
win-win with the cutie patooties.
Definitely gonna laugh, for sure. Okay, so I had this question actually. Someone sent it to me. How can you tell if a man or a woman in your case has money in Miami? Actually has money.
It's a great fucking question,
Right?
homegirl.
I don't know if a woman has money.
That's such a good fucking question. Her home.
Her home. Okay, what if you didn't see her house though? Like on
If
first
you didn't
appearance.
see her house.
Like how she's dressed.
Get the fuck out of
You can
here.
tell.
Yeah, you can tell, but there's a lot of broke bitches wearing expensive shit.
Bro, people wear expensive shit. I mean, that looks expensive.
So,
Okay, while you're thinking about it.
There's plenty of paid ass realtor women
That's right, that's true.
that dress to the nines.
Yes. But I think it's more things than just what a woman would wear, no? Like her hair, her skin, her jewelry, like the way she carries herself. Like you can tell if she actually has money. Her shoes, her purse.
Okay, listen, perfume.
Perfume too.
Perfume. The thing is with men and women, it's completely opposites because with men, if they're shot out, a lot of the time they're broke. A lot of the time,
Broke.
like men that have money don't want you to know they have money.
They don't talk about it.
Real fucking money. You know, not the $100,000 air. You're talking about motherfuckers with real money. They don't want you to know they have money because when people know you have money, they come a calling. They come fucking. You know, they want everybody wants their piece. But with women, it's different, bro. Because women dress the part.
Yeah.
And I guess another one would be makeup, hair.
Yeah. Everything.
Hair, yeah. Because for example, when you see these women that are on TV, their
You can tell they're
appearance is stunning.
Right, like
as
perfect.
opposed to like
Polished.
and that's I guess that's probably a look that distinguishes most, because obviously just about every woman wears makeup,
Right.
and they all try to dress up, but I guess you know what? Yeah, clothes.
True.
You're right, because
Yeah.
you can dress
tell.
expensive, but there's just certain fits and certain choices, fashion choices that women make
can
that you're
tell.
like, okay, she's probably paid as fuck.
She's paid. For a guy, the reason why this question came
And
up
obviously
is...
Birkin bags too.
I mean, you know, Birkin fakes are predominant in Miami and Hialeah.
Oh, 100%.
Hialeah. But the way the conversation actually came up with my friend, because this guy had a Lambo. We're in Brickell, of course, always in fucking Brickell. And he was like super like, bro, this guy was too shot out, bro. And he had the big ass fucking Louis belt. And like his shoe, like his outfit to me screamed like just wannabe, bro. Like not paid at all. And he kept trying to pick up my friend, and my friend was like, "Oh my god, he's driving a Lambo, let's go!" And I was like, "Bitch, that's fucking leased or rented."
So crazy.
And he's
Bitches
living
are
in an
like that.
efficiency
So crazy.
somewhere with his mom or something. But she's like, no, but how can you tell? And I'm like, you can tell because people, like men with money, actual money, they're not broadcasting like how much they have. And if a guy's telling you, oh, I work in this position, I make this amount of money, like that's a little bit, you know, it's boasting. And bro, that guy probably doesn't have bread.
Yep.
At all.
Yeah, it's all borrowed.
Ooh, this is good.
It's all debt
All
money.
borrowed, exactly, on credit.
100%. Because listen, bro, the people that have money that are driving all those lavish cars and shot out cars, those are gazillionaires. Like those are the fucking people that are doing it, jobbing, they're wiping their ass with everybody.
Yeah.
But all the other ones, bro, they
It's hard to tell in Miami, bro, because like people act like they have it all the time. All the fucking time.
Ay, everybody tiene una abuela que they do this. I'm a contractor por
Right.
aquí.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the city where the conning is everywhere, because you have people,
Scams, bro.
this is a city, I have a bit about this too. You'll come out, you'll see your fucking neighbor, okay, you like his driveway, and you ask the guy, coño, bro, where'd you get that? He goes, I do that.
Yeah.
I do that because then he's gonna come and try to middleman it to make fucking a little money on the top.
Bro, that's the Miami way, bro. That's the Miami way.
The worst.
The middleman,
worst.
bro. That's the best.
No, this is the
Fucking the
middleman.
best.
The city
Middleman
of the middleman,
Central.
bro. Yeah.
Bro, I know some shit fell off a truck, bro, and I gotta hook up here, bro, but you gotta go through me. You gotta go through me.
Gotta go through me, baba. Yeah. I
You
want my
gotta go
cut.
through me. But you can tell. Be on the lookout, guys. How can you tell? El Chicho, is that what it says? El Chicho 84 says, if she stays, she's a real one. Oh, it says the fastest way to know if she's down to earth is to act broke. Facts.
100%.
I don't know about
100%. Well,
You can't. I mean, acting broke is different. Like, oh, can you help me with this bill? Like, that's different than not being loud.
yeah,
You know?
100%. And the whole acting broke thing, that's gonna last you like 2 days.
2 days, bro. And this bitch has been like, all right, I'm about to move on.
Baba, se está arrancado a la pinga. And it's not, being broke is not an attractive thing anyways.
No. Sorry.
But
bro.
I get the idea.
We support you though, Ed Cheech. I get what you're saying. Like, maybe be real with a girl if you have a lot of money. Like, you're not taking her out to like a $600 dinner. That you're like, maybe you're spending like $200.
Yeah, like if you're paid, pretend like you're not as paid.
Right.
And see if she's
You'll
still interested.
see a real one for sure. That's a good way.
For sure. All right. Hey, so you got hit on by a fucking
Oh my god, it
woman?
was so funny. I thought of you immediately when I was in the gym. Because, like, I don't get hit on by women.
Oh,
right?
at the gym.
At the gym, bro. So check this out.
Oh, was she a nice fucking bull?
Check this out, bro. I'll tell
Was she
you all
fucking
about
like,
it.
she just threw down a 275 squat?
She
and
was a lipstick. I'll tell you that much. She was a lipstick.
Lipstick means like the real feminine one?
Yeah.
Oh, so,
The other ones are, check this out, bro.
so that was the dia.
It was a really interesting story. So
Tortilla.
when I go to the gym, I never use the machines because it's like Broville and I'm not trying to fucking fight with somebody.
By machines, you mean the free weights or like the actual
So
compound
I don't go on
machines?
the machines. I don't go to the
Stationary.
section with free weights either because there's fucking
So
juice heads
treadmills?
everywhere. It's all dudes, right?
Which
So
one do
I
you go
LA Fitness in Casa Carajo. But I go to the athletic area where like the CrossFit and I'll set up a little circuit, you know, because I'm all about the supersets. Bro, so I have my fucking good mornings, I have my bar, I have my ball, I have the fucking 70-pound weight to do the hip lifts, I have my kettlebell, I'm fucking my little circle, right? And I'm in the middle of it, sweating, bro, hat on, everything. All of a sudden, I see this lady, and I'm by one of those tires, you know the tires that they flip?
Yeah.
I'm by one tire is mine. I'm in this little corner of the tire. This fucking bitch comes to the other corner, fucking takes my weight and starts doing hip lifts, bro. And I'm like,
You want to work in?
no. At first I got pissed. At first I was like, I think I'm about to fight somebody right now. Like, cause I'm already in an aggressive, like heightened state from the weights and shit. Like lifting 70 pounds.
You gotta pump
like,
and shit.
Gotta pump, I'm ready.
Fucking whole trying me.
So, bro, she's doing hip lifts, and I'm like staring at her, and I'm like, "Can I have my weight now?" And then she was like, and I took it, whatever. I finished up, and I came down to earth for a second, and I was like, "Damn, let me be nice to this person, bro. I don't want to fight in this LA Fitness." And I finished. I'm like, "Hey, do you want to use my weights?" And she's like, "No, I'm a personal trainer." I'm like, "Oh, I can see that." And she's like, "Are you?" And I'm like, "No."
This whole ordeal was the fucking
I guess.
shoot
I
at the
don't know.
charge.
Maybe. Because I don't get hit on by women. It was hilarious. Bro, beautiful woman. Like a bodybuilder, you can tell. So she starts talking to me and she's like...
Dick clit.
She was like, I don't know. About that
Oh,
for
she's a bodybuilder. She has dick clit. 100%.
I didn't ask.
No, there's no need to ask. There's no need to wonder. If she's a bodybuilder and she's masculine, she has dick clit.
I don't know. But
It's a dick clit.
It's a horrible word. But at the end of the day, like we were talking and she's like, "Oh, you have great form and you know, I saw you like with the clenching," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I started to see it started to take a turn and I was like, "All right, well, you know." And she's like, "Oh, do you train here often?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I think she's hitting on me, bro. What do I do?" Because she was beautiful, you know, but
She was hot?
she was beautiful. She was like not hot. She was beautiful.
You would have totally sucked that dick clit.
No. That's excessive. No. No, but and I was like going away. She's like, "Oh, what's your IG?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have IG. I'm sorry. Bye. Have a nice day." Like, bye. Fuck, bro. That was the weirdest encounter.
Yeah, and the most classes on the freezies.
Bro, but speaking of getting hit on, ever since this fucking podcast, bro, remember I was telling you I get no DMs? You changed my life, Caballo. And like, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, bro. I don't even know.
So hit me with some of the fucking nastiest ones you got in there.
Okay, so what?
So what she's referring to is that now since we've been doing the podcast together, all these fucking enfermos that I tell they're sliding in her DMs thinking, "Oh, esta diva es una enferma," and they got it very wrong. So she's gonna share what these fucking tools say.
So some of them were a little out there. Some of them were just like, "Hey, you know, I'm going to Colombia next week. I have an extra ticket for first class. Like, do you want to go with me?" Like I was like, "Oh."
What's the thought process there? Like you're gonna go and fumar cinguete with her in Colombia?
I don't know, cause like
Or you're gonna go for the hiking?
I don't know, but that's never been offered to me for somebody to be like, "Oh, come with me," and I was like, "Okay." The other one was like, "Hey, I have a really good idea," and I said, "What?" He goes, "You move in, I'll pay the rent, and you cook." And I was like, "Well, what the fuck is the benefit for me?" And he's like, "Oh, I would pay your rent." I'm like, "I don't need you to pay my fucking rent, bro."
But listen, so my dog is out there shooting from the hip, telling you straight up exactly what to do. That guy's basically laying it out. Mira, te pago la renta. No tienes que trabajar.
No, but he's like, "Stay in my crib and cook for me all day." Fuck, bro.
Buy a cookbook, you know, you can fucking get fresco en la papaya.
Nah, bro.
And you don't
That
have to
was
work.
wild.
You can work from home.
That was wild. Another one had a follow-up question, so like the golden showers and all this shit. And he was like, "Hey, you never answered."
What do you mean
so
follow up?
yeah, bro. He was like, "You never answered that question, so like, do you?" And I was like,
Oh,
"Bro."
Like you didn't answer the question on the podcast about the golden showers. So he le dio la intriga like que joder.
But
A
good
esta le
news-
gustan venados.
No, bro, that was crazy. But I love the fact that people are watching. That's the good part, though.
Hey, but hold up. But hold up though. He was interested. He had a follow-up question as to whether you liked it or like giving the golden showers.
No, whether I
Gave.
liked it. No, I don't know about the
Getting
game part.
pissed on? Is R. Kelly ass motherfucker on?
Asqueroso, but I'm getting all these crazy DMs, but I've been getting some good ones for the support. Shout out to you guys. I know you have incredible fans.
Yeah.
But actually some girls have been following me too, so you got that female audience good too.
Samantha, dile a él que tú no cocinas, ni cojones.
Oye, pero I do. Pero I was basically, I'm like,
So you cook?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What?
Everything, bro.
Se formó.
I told you your post was wrong. Those 5 categories of a woman, wrong, bro.
Here we go with the bullshit.
Wrong.
Tell- What do you cook though? Huevo rodillo.
No.
Huevo rodillo con jamoncito. What do you cook then?
I mean, last night I made like fucking deconstructed lasagna with a cream sauce. Con
the
fucking,
day?
It was good. It was good. Spinach. Fucking
But from
amazing.
fucking, you bought the lasagna
no.
sheets and fucking,
I made it. It was fire. But like I
you
can
reverse engineered.
bro, cut it up easy because lasagna takes forever. So I was like, might as well cut it up, and it was fire. So I cook really well.
Okay,
every
give us
day.
another dish. Give us another dish. That
I
deconstructed.
I make fire chicken vaca frita. Like amazing. Amazing.
Okay.
And my
What
frijoles
side,
game
what
is
side you
amazing.
get in there? What side you getting in there?
Frijoles negro, of course.
Okay.
I make the best white rice. And I know you're like, oh, it's so easy to make white rice. It's
It's
not,
not.
bro. The one that tastes amazing and fire
If you think
I
it's
can do
easy to make white rice, your standard for white rice is
It's
probably
shitty.
ass.
is shitty. No, but I can cook. I can cook.
That's mira, slide in them DM, boy. La diva the package deal. All right, so Gen Z, millennials think women's rights have gone too far.
Oh my God. Did you
is
see
he
this?
serious?
So this was an article.
Yeah,
Right?
fucking.
We love talking about this. I know
We like
this
shitting on
podcast.
Gen Z. So they're about to get some points here?
So apparently, in that category for Gen Z, they're saying that like women's rights have gone too far, and they're tired of it being pushed in their face and like promoted. So like, it was a huge argument. It was a Reddit, of course. And bro, people were just saying like, what do you like the women? What are you talking about? Our work is just barely beginning. And this guy was like, well, I don't want to hear about it anymore. And like, people started picking it up on news outlets. You know?
I've been wondering,
What?
you know, because so for the last maybe, it's funny because I just saw a post, like a memory on Facebook, me talking about the whole alpha shit. Like I was talking about it in 2018. Like that's when I was hot on the alpha thing. Now that it's mainstream, like it's so,
Well, like alpha, like the Andrew Tate
it's so
shit?
basic, yeah. Like,
Okay.
I mean, Andrew Tate has capitalized on it
Oh, for
the
sure.
most. But again, that shit started like 10 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole talk about the alpha, this and that.
The manosphere.
Yeah. So, I've been wondering if this shit is gonna come full circle because again, the reality is that women have made crazy strides, whether it's for good or for bad. They've made crazy strides in terms of the equality and the equality in pay. So much so that the fucking soccer team, I don't know if you know this story, but the women's soccer team, the fucking that band of Tontijeras.
Shout out to the Tootsies, bro. Nothing
Yeah,
against the
100%. I
Tootsies.
fuck with them so
Shout out
hard.
to the Tootsies.
100%. I fuck with them hard. And by the way, they're the best to ever exist
Yeah.
in soccer ever. They're
Oh, okay.
far
okay.
better
You're talking
than
about-
men. When you know look at it subjectively. I'm sorry. When you look at it in scale,
Okay.
they were pissed because again they're far better than the men, but they're not making anywhere near as much as the men because unfortunately no one gives a fuck
About women's soccer.
about women's anything when it comes to sports. And it's very fucking unfortunate, ladies, and I feel very bad for you. I wish that you guys would support women's sports. Because by the way, there's more women on this planet than there is men. And if only women would support women's sports, you guys would fucking make tons of money.
Bro, I'm guilty. I don't know a single female athlete.
And because it's not your fucking interest. Yeah. It's not your fucking interest.
I watch basketball. I watch football. But like, I'm a sports person, right? But I can't think of like a women's sport that I would actually sit there and watch, right? And that's my fault, right?
Yeah, so listen, back to the point. They fucked it up so bad for themselves that they said, we want a percentage
of what? The sales?
Of the sales.
But there's no sales.
As opposed to
like more pay.
As opposed to equal pay. I might be wrong on the technicalities, but they fucked themselves to a point that then they sued, saying, no, we don't like the contract we fucking signed. So my whole point is that I've been wondering if this whole thing, because it's now, you're talking about 20, 30 years of women really going ham on I gotta be independent, I gotta have a career. And in most cases, let's be fucking honest here, women, when they talk about having career, it's executive, high power driven fucking jobs that they want to excel in. Yeah. I've been wondering if it's gonna come full circle. And I feel like now, obviously, because everything always swings back and forth, a pendulum. If women are starting to realize, like, yo, now that we've moved the needle in terms of rights, this and that,
right?
Let's go back to fucking a time where we can just rely on being supported by a fucking man, where I don't have to fucking go and I can dedicate my fucking this portion of my life to raising kids exactly how it was before, but now you're not comiendo de un cable.
So I have an idea about this. Check this out. So I feel that there's been a lot more content lately about women wanting to stay in the house and raise kids. Now the reason why, I have a theory, bro. I have a theory. It's because you have all of this, like the WAG show and fucking the basketball wives, like making it look like these guys who are paid are taking care of these women, right? You're seeing more content like that in the past like 5-10 years. So I think there has been a shift. I think so, bro.
Okay, so maybe that's part of the reason. But again, I think, so we can agree that the whole women being independent is fresh, right? It's fucking 60 years.
Yeah.
You guys didn't. Yeah. The being super independent thing is only 20, 30 years old.
And then that came from the 80s when like you had the women in the power suits. That was the
20,
only
30
time frame.
years?
Well, we're getting old, Caballo. It's longer. It's like almost 40.
Oh, shit. My double tiro. It's like 50 years. Fuck.
Oh, bro.
50. Oh, no, it's 40 years. You're right.
Like 40 years.
So you're talking about now.
It's fresh.
Now it's 2 generations of these women.
That's right.
Where the women are, I feel like women are getting to the point where they're looking at it and they're going, coño, bro, ¿por qué sudar una gota gorda? Because listen, bro, being independent in the fashion that we're talking about, where, let's say, making $150,000 a year, that's not fucking simple for a woman, bro. Well, if you think that it's common for a woman to make $150,000?
No, I mean, okay. Let me reverse. In the general populace, if your skill sets are not that demands that kind of pay schedule, then no. The majority of people, you're right. For women to get to that level, it's rarer than men do, right? It is.
And I guess you're right, because I was more generally speaking, because obviously in regular salary jobs, but I was talking more about commission-based jobs.
Okay, yeah.
I think that it's, bro, the line of work and the amount of work is much more difficult for a woman to survive.
Honestly, bro, I think, and again, another theory that I have. So do you remember like the whole like 90s and 2000s? It was very much like, oh, independent women, we can do everything. Because I feel like the time frame from like 80s and 90s, what you had was a lot of single mothers, right? You had a lot of these women on their own running shit.
You're absolutely right about that.
And then they're raising these men who in turn kind of have that schedule, or raising these women that have that previous experience, bro. So maybe it perpetuated to a point that now I feel like there's more positive content, more couple content, more things of like happy relationships and that it's possible and you can have a family. Like, that's recent content, bro. And I feel like maybe perspectives are changing based on the media that you're seeing.
What are you saying is recent content?
So, for example, okay, so talk about
Promoting the nuclear family again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't think it ever went out of style.
It did for a while, bro. For a while, you had a majority of single women, independent women. Fucking, you listen to the music that was coming out back then as well, right?
I guess you have a point because the divorce rate is above 50. So half of women out there are fucking divorced and single.
Anyways.
So I guess you're right. That's fucking.
I think it's coming back because maybe I'm brainwashed as well, bro. Because finally I'm like, okay, maybe it is actually possible. You convinced me, bro.
Not only possible, but it's so. I think that's, especially given that that's how we were kind of built. It's throughout the existence of time, we have supported women in that sense. We've provided that for you so that you can focus on your God-given abilities.
So
you're like
even though you're saying this now, like I had never heard of a lot of instances where men were taking care of their women and they didn't have to go back to work because they were raising kids. Like, you know, in Hispanics, bro, like fucking the mom is back in 6 months and fucking the baby's in daycare. Like that shit is that's only a recent thing where I think men are like, okay, well, I'm going to support you throughout this birthing process, and you have a longer period that's been assigned by the United States government of like maternity and paternity leave, right? This is all recent, bro. I think it's all recent.
Do you think that if you give a man the option, clean slate, you can choose a woman however you want.
Okay.
If you give the man the option, and one of the categories is she wants to be driven in her career, and the other option is she wants to be a stay-at-home mom and raise a family.
What's better for a man in his perspective?
Out of 1,000 men,
That's a good question.
how many men do you think will choose? I want a driven woman who focuses on her career.
That's a really good question, and I'm glad you brought this up because remember last week we were talking about the whole independent women thing? Bro, some of your fans were messaging me and they're like, oh, I don't want an independent woman. And it's very different for me because when I think about like a man who works really hard and has, you know, accumulated his wealth and does well for himself, like he wouldn't want to be with a woman that doesn't have ambition, that just wants to abrir la pierna and just chill all day, echando fucking freca en la papaya all day, right? Like, she has to be productive, she has to be a good person, like she has to be able to clean and fucking go out and make her own things and like.
Yeah, but that's.
But like from a mom's perspective.
The little things you listed right there is a whole type of different. That's the kind of independent that you don't mind.
Okay.
We're talking specifically career driven.
That's a good question.
Your career. I'm telling you, out of 1,000 men that get asked that question, I would say that 900 plus choose a woman that wants to stay at home and raise a family.
That's a really good question. I'm so curious. Like, what do you
And
guys
by the way,
think, bro?
it's not up to us.
Yeah.
I'm just here discussing it. It's not up to us. You can do whatever. So te sale la papaya.
Of course, yeah.
But just for perspective, out of 1,000 men, I say that 900 plus say, I want a woman that's a stay-at-home mom and wants to raise a family.
What if he can't afford it?
Well, then, yeah, this is, again, think of the wild.
Right.
Think of the wild. Your ass ain't gonna get the pussy. If you're shopping out of your league, if your woman doesn't think that if you're not making enough money for that woman, then you're shopping out of your league. Go and get a woman that wants less, or go and make more.
Damn, Adrian Perez, what's going on, bro? He says, agreed 100%. Damn, you agree about the stay-at-home mom? Bro, This is all new to me, bro, because I've never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I never, because to me, in my eyes, as a woman, I never found success in having a kid and raising a child. Like, I thought success would be reaching the pinnacle of my career, like making the most that I can, having, businesses, having that generational wealth. That's success to me. But now it's kind of changing perspective now that I'm older.
If you want to be completely honest, I have dissected this even more since we started this podcast, because that's exactly what I've come to notice as well, that I'm becoming more aware of it now. Before I couldn't really make the distinction that and I guess it is because I find a big attraction. My mother is the woman that absolutely focused on her job. No, she focused on making bread.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she divorced my father when I was 11, and she wanted to maintain her fucking style of living. She wanted to continue upgrading, and she focused. And listen, I've always been honest about it. I think it was, it resulted in a lot of lack of parenting. Sure. I hit tons of walls because there was.
She had to be the man and the
she
woman,
wasn't
right?
present.
Father
Exactly,
and mother.
absolutely. I mean, this is not me shitting on her. It's just, you know, those were the circumstances at the time. But I always found an attraction to women like that. I thought it was, you know, I looked at my mom like, es una pingúa. Right. She went out there in a man's world, and she did it in the 90s where it was fucking not easy.
So what you were attracted to women?
I was attracted
like
to that.
And now?
But I realized that now that I'm older, I realize, coño, that's why I've always fucking clashed. Or not always, but when I'm with women like that are driven, I clash. Because again, it's not, I'm sorry to tell you, and I know you alphas out there, alpha women, they get triggered when I say this, but you guys aren't alphas. As much, maybe.
No, definitely not.
Now maybe
you're
in
like
your little
acting
world,
as alpha
you're acting alpha.
The man is the
it's
alpha
a defense.
at the end of the day.
It's a defense, and you're forced into this, into this world where now you got to be an alpha when you fucking subject yourself to having a stronger career. So now is when I'm realizing, oh shit, yeah, it's real cool that they're driven and shit, but I don't really think that dynamic is gonna last long. And because that's not what I'm not a high-powered lawyer where I'm gonna be working 12 hours a day and I don't give a fuck what you're doing, so you could be 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
I want a woman that's gonna be present in the relationship. You get what I'm saying?
So there's a balance. Adrian Perez is saying, if you can't afford it, then work harder.
100%, Papa.
And he said, men most understanding have a woman and a family. A family is expensive. That's so true.
Well, I don't fucking doubt, bro.
Having a woman and a family is expensive. I don't know if most men know that, especially here in Miami, because you have a lot of unqualified people having babies, bro. Like living in fucking.
That's the majority of motherfuckers having babies. I mean, yeah, that's been since the beginning of time. I think if you're having fucking kids before 25, it's such a mistake.
It's such a mistake. But this is such an interesting topic, bro. Because, like, is it? What is it? No, all the spring breakers and shit? So Adrian's showing us some wild ass shit that's happening.
Ocean Drive right now is encendido.
I would never go anywhere near the beach for spring break, bro. You're just asking to be robbed, to be knocked down by somebody, to get smashed with a bottle, bro.
So I guarantee you that this is gonna speed that up. But I'm about to do a what the fuck news about the whole 2 a.m. They're about to pass at 2 a.m.
Did they roll it back to 5 or now it's back to 2 a.m.?
I think it's 5 right now for certain places, but they're not selling liquor at all. Not even in gas stations, no liquor stores, clubs, anything after 2 a.m.
Is that really a bad thing though?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so either. Because
the pandemic absolutely destroyed what the beach was.
Oh yeah.
Because when they opened up Ocean Drive to be that boardwalk, and they took the traffic out of there.
That was really nice.
It was nice,
when they took the cars out.
But that's what fucked everything up.
The businesses were impacted extremely.
It's not that they were impacted. I'm talking about the whole dynamic of the beach now, because that shit is one big calle ocho every day, and everybody from fucking Atlanta, they stay here. Bro. The majority of the people on that boardwalk are from Atlanta.
People from all over the place.
Absolutely, but the majority are fucking from Atlanta, and they come here to absolutely sacar la pinga and abuse the city.
I don't like how people abuse the city. That infuriates me, bro.
They come here and it's
their
fucking
Memorial
toilet.
Day and spring break, and then you treat this place like shit,
but
bro.
That's why they're doing that at the beach.
The environmental impact is disgusting, bro. Like, you people should be ashamed of yourselves. I don't care where you live. Like,
Miami Beach PD gets a lot of hate. But it's understandable.
Oh my God.
It's understandable. And by the way, they're the ones that kill the most people. The most, pero es que de vez en cuando tienes que sacar la fuga y meter unos cuantos tiros, because again, it becomes a fucking, it becomes a trench.
It's crazy. I mean, stay safe out there if you are going. But like I mean, I know people from I don't think. Okay, put it in the comments if you're actually from Miami and you're gonna go to South Beach this week, bro. I doubt it. But we want to know. And you have a let me see. It says, do you see the 19-year-old that assaulted the drummer from Def Leppard in Fort Lickerdale? I believe it though. I believe it.
Listen, Anna, success to me has changed after being a mom.
Oh, okay.
The new success to me is raising my kid to be a positive part of society. You lost a lot of special time with your kids when you were working your ass off.
That's
Absolutely.
True.
Listen, that was definitely the situation. And I can tell, I saw it firsthand that was the situation. I was able to differentiate because my mom had a child at 40 by my stepfather. And to Landon, which is the fucking love of my life, and you know, it's a blessing that they were able to do that. But you saw what it was to be the difference between a present parent and, you know, just...
She probably has time and patience and money.
She was
now.
a child when she had me, bro. She was 19. And she had me at 20. We're literally 20 years apart. I'm 38, she's 58. It's always been like that. So, you know, it's not a fucking blame game, but...
I see it. I mean, I see all the different perspectives. I really do. And I'm just so curious to understand, like, the dynamic, like... You know, because Anna, you're saying that the success is being a mom. I love that. But I hope, you know, is it the fact that, you know, your husband's supporting you and he wants you to do that? I'm so curious about the dynamics that happen.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's saying, hell no, no way. They're not going to South Beach, bro. Fuck that.
Fuck all that, bro.
No
I haven't been out there like that. Especially, like, I've been out there for restaurants. But I haven't been out there to, like, do the whole walking thing in 10 years, possibly. 10 years. I went to La Bodeguita, or the taco place. Bodega.
Bodega? Oh, that little... I know.
It's dope. All right, so we're going to close this out with this fucking question because I think it's a great question and it's Kat's question.
Okay.
What do you wish Miami had more of?
I love this question so much. I've traveled the entire world, right? And I've been to so many different countries and I've seen a lot of different things in entertainment and culture and food. But like the one thing, I love Miami so much and I hate it at the same time, but I wish there was a lot more venues where people that are talented can express themselves, whether open mic or, you know, like poetry, or that you play an instrument, or that you can sing, or something. All
right, well, you're talking to the right person in this case. There are a lot of open mics, you just don't know about them.
Okay, tell me more. I'm intrigued.
Now, they're not always in the nicest places, but there are plenty in nice places. Like
live music?
For example, yes, absolutely.
What?
Comedy.
Absolutely, especially comedy. In fact, if you want to go see one tonight, so for example, every Thursday night, for the last maybe 10 years at Taurus, they have, that's probably the most infamous fucking room.
What is it?
Taurus in the Grove.
Damn, bro.
You're a fucking Hollywood girl, Kat. No te hagas. That's because you don't. That's why you don't know, because you're a Hollywood girl.
That kills me, bro. Like inside my soul.
You're a Hollywood girl.
I have 305 tatted on me, bro.
Yeah,
it kills
but
me.
she has 954 at the beginning of her.
No, bro. No,
Yeah.
Never.
So what was I? Oh, so
the live shows.
Taurus every Thursday, bro, like clockwork, and I don't know. Freddie Gibbons isn't running that no more, but that's the most infamous room in Miami. Okay. They put a fucking little wooden pallet there in a corner. I don't know if you haven't been to Taurus, right in front of you, it's a real like a small, divey kind of bar, super dope, but it's real dark and gloomy. Right in front of you, there's like 3 or 4 tables with a bench that wraps around. And then after that, it's all a bar that stretches out to the end. That bar, if you don't get on top of people, if you don't take control of the room, you are the duck that's literally only saying jokes to like the 3 or 4 people in front of you.
So it's a training ground then.
Because you just gotta take control of the fucking room. Like that bar, it'll just start before you know it, no one's listening to you. And that's, bro, I've seen people, that bar, I've seen that show. People have started, the bar goes off, and then they really go cold. They can't get control, because right there you gotta be like, oh, hey, singao, guy de la boca. You gotta start causing a mess. This motherfucker looks at everybody, tenses up and goes, I'm done.
Oh, no.
Hands off the fucking mic.
I
And
wanna
by the
see
way,
them.
people go there to see people bomb also. Because
That's Miami,
'cause
bro. Of course.
you have
Not to support local artists. No,
It's a
no.
training
To
ground, bro.
fucking.
No,
fuck
absolutely, bro, absolutely. So,
Training ground.
the way those open mics work is that you'll get all the comedians who are the locals who are consistent comedians. They've done a lot of comedy in the past. They have that lineup, and then after that's done, that's when the open mic starts. And then if you can come up off the
To
street,
do anything.
yeah, and a lot of those people they'll be there after just talking to 2 or 3 people, literally, because they're just trying to get an experience in.
I got you. But
There's
like,
nothing wrong with that.
Are there
It's
any
dope.
more legit places?
But that's legit.
No, I mean,
And by the way, that's a vibe.
Sorry,
Yeah.
let me rephrase that. Instead of like being legit, like places where they're like, hey, we're doing an open mic specifically for like you can play an instrument, you have a band, come perform for us.
Well, not band, but like Sweet Caroline's.
That place sucks, bro. It's a karaoke bar.
Well, it closed.
Really? In Brickell?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
It was an open mic though. You can go there and perform whatever you
There like
wanted.
a month ago, bro.
Fucking 7 Seas, 57th Avenue. They have a fucking open mic.
7 Seas.
Yeah.
The hotel?
The fuck it is.
7 Seas?
7 Seas is right next to Duffy's on 57.
Oh, the bar.
The
Bro, what
fuck
do
you
we-
think I was talking about? That's what we're
Oh, I thought
talking
you were
about.
talking about like a hotel or something.
We're talking about open mics.
I know, but okay, more structured, like in Brickell.
Oh, wait.
Wynwood.
You want to put the filter and
No.
tell me exactly what you want? You want to fucking...
I'm curious about things that are a little bit more structured and like vibey spots, right? Like Brickell and like
So
downtown
Bay
and
Club,
shit.
you want? What you're really
Oh,
asking
Coconut
for?
Grove?
She's una plática. She's una plática fina,
I'm not
and she's
gonna-
asking me where the nice spots where the pláticas go. Bay Club on the
what I said.
beach. Bay Club on the beach.
I'm not Blaftica, bro. Because I would go anywhere like for a vibe and if like to support artists. That's my thing. Like honestly, if somebody's really shooting their shot and they're like, bro, I wrote this shit, I really want to share it with someone. Like I want to see like and support dope people like that. That's how I meant.
Absolutely.
I mean,
know.
like, am I trying to go to like the
I know-
middle
I
of
know-
57 to support?
Bar
No.
Nancy too. Bar Nancy.
Exactly.
Okay, Bar
Mhm.
Nancy. Alright,
And
fine.
Lagna.
Okay.
Lagna was a good one too.
It's a vibe and.
It is a vibe.
But listen, to answer your question also, as to why there's such a lack of it, it's because art in
Party,
Miami,
bro.
art
Just-
isn't prevalent. It hasn't been, and it's the comedy game stepped it up a little. Look, we had Marcelo. Fucking, he made it hard,
Shout
put us on
out,
the map.
bro. Shout
That
out.
dude's a man.
He is.
And the comedy's picked up, but in other, I mean, listen,
I think it's because the perspective of Miami is just like party and drinking and like
Pastilla,
bro,
Buda, y
pastilla.
Perigo, y Playa.
Pastilla,
All the
Buda, y
peas,
Perigo.
all the peas, y papaya.
Why you gotta put that on your shirt?
Everything.
Pastilla,
Playa, Buda, Pastilla,
playa.
y papaya.
Y papaya, bro.
Playa, papaya. So, I had a point there.
We need to like rebrand Miami, bro. Who's gonna come up with a better campaign?
Man, I have a bunch of ideas. And by the way, to my answer to that question is, I want to. Well, Churchill's is another
Churchill's
one, but they're
is dead
closed.
though. No, they're dead.
They were a fucking. They
It
were a
was a
staple,
vibe.
bro.
Yeah.
So my answer is, I think that we need more sports bars, bro. There's no
Yes.
real fucking sport. Like Duffy's, kiss my dick. That's not a fucking sports bar.
Bro, let me tell you, I went to Grails the other day in Wynwood. That place sucks, bro.
Bro, everything in Wynwood sucks. You're fucking sudando una gota gorda.
Yeah.
Everything's outside. You're fucking frying. Everybody's there for la fucking nota. I'm talking about a sports bar, bro, where you can sit down. There's fucking TVs everywhere. Hay relajo. Everybody's there. What I want, bro, give me a fucking investor, because I'm telling you, we gonna blow this shit up. I want, and what there's nothing to do here. I mean, what this place lacks is these big, like, so for example, they have it in the Hard Rock.
Oh yeah, the poker, the blackjack
Simulation.
room, right?
No, simulation. This like so for example, like golf simulation rooms.
Okay.
You put like 4 or 5 bays there. You put another fucking bay of batting cages.
Okay.
Todo el mundo con nota, and it also has a plethora of fucking TVs.
That's a good idea.
Bro, not only that, it's just the lack of sports bars across the city, period.
Sports bar, cigar lounge. I'm curious, do you guys know any sports bar comment down because I can't even think of one besides like Flanagan's, Duffy's,
They're
Hurricane
all
Sports
the
Grill.
basic trash ass
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
sports bars. The only real ones I can think of right now, there's one in Brickell.
I mean, Moxie's.
Hey,
I mean, it's
fucking,
okay, but
that's
it's not like a sports
American
bar,
Social.
though. No, the one right there on the corner in
Yeah.
Brickell, it's by Sexy. It's
American
not really
Social.
a
What's that
sports.
place next to the
Waxies. It used to be
It
Waxies.
used to be Waxie's.
And it used to be American
It used to
Social
be
too.
Waxie's.
They just show big events there. It's not a sports bar. Like you can't pull up there on a Thursday to watch fucking. Tom's. You see, that's one of
That's true.
that's one of the few. And actually, there's an old Tom's on Kendall now that I haven't been to, but it looks pretty fresh.
It's very
It looks like
local.
a fucking dope sports bar.
Damn, you know where's really good too? On 125th, right on the water. I don't know if that's a Duffy's or something else.
I think that's a
That's a sports bar vibe. It has like a pool in the back.
that's a
like
Duffy's.
TVs and everything.
That's a Duffy's.
That's the only thing I can think of.
That's a Duffy's is all bro. The best thing about Duffy's is
What
2
would
for
you-
1 and all day.
For one drinks
What
all
would you
day.
call this sports bar? Caballos?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Caballo's Tube Steakhouse or something like that.
I'll support it, but let's go find some investors.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. Guys, you're the shit. I appreciate y'all tuning in so much. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully next week we have one of those cops on so we can officially,
Get an answer.
legitimately shit on the cyclists just that much more because I fucking have so much fucking faith that the cops are gonna rule in our favor. Or not the cops, the law, the legislation, the policy is gonna be exactly what we fucking think. You know, obviously we gotta share the road and I understand that, but they can't be los cingaos that they are taking up the whole road with 20, 30 drivers and blowing through stop signs and, you know, just going around like if their dick drags.
We'll figure out the answer with the cops. We will.
Either way, make sure you fucking subscribe. Make sure you follow Kat.
XMO.
Kat, KATXMO. If you haven't bought tickets to my comedy show, April 6th, make sure you get on there. The link is in my bio.
And the link is going to be down here in this video too in the description.
I love y'all, bro. Se formó.
For more.